Hello and welcome to Yan Food Times. Another day in Japan, and this time we're staying in the Shinjuku area. We randomly picked a spot for breakfast, and it was my first time having soba this early. You slide your money in and then pick the food you want. I got hot soba with kitsune, which is sweet tofu pouch. You give the ticket to a worker and they actually asked if you wanted soba or udon. The soba was bouncy and the soup broth was nice and light. The kitsune tofu was a bit sweet. I liked how they gave me some seaweed too to add more flavors as well as textures. This bowl of soba was only $3. What a delicious and lovely breakfast. For lunch, we went to an ox tongue chain restaurant called Negishi. I ordered a lunch set with 2 kinds of cuts. They were grilled nicely and it also came with a lot of different sides. It was my first time trying this grated sweet potato. It was sticky and mushy, but it was interesting and a bit sweet. The oxtail meat was so good and the broth was delicious, and the meat was so tender and the broth was light in flavor too. The little pickled veggies were nice and crunchy and also a tad spicy. The rice was amazing as it was cooked nicely and the texture was great. I rarely eat a lot of rice, but it was so good that I ate the whole bowl. I love ox tongue, but it's hard to find ox tongue in general in my hometown, let alone a specific store that makes it. The ox tongue is a little chewy, but not hard though. The grilled flavors were fragrant and it complemented all the sides really well. For afternoon tea, we just wandered around and found this cafe. Every server wore nice and fancy outfits. It reminded me of an anime coffee shop in a wooden European themed setting. The desserts and drinks costed a bit more, but there was free Wi-Fi and also the food was pretty good. The chocolate gâteau was a bit dry, but the chocolate flavor was very strong and I loved it. The café au lait was also good and the aftertaste lightens up and it was very fragrant. Also, there is a non-smoking and smoking area if that helps. For dinner, my local friends took us to an izakaya. It was mostly local businessmen, so we know it was a good spot to experience izakaya for the first time. The foods were all pretty much small plates that went well with alcohol. I got a non-alcoholic version of a sour lychee drink. The color was interesting, very blue, but it tasted alright, not too artificial. The foods were good and some were new to me, such as I never had fried cartilage before, as well as an entire squid grilled this way. Everything was very fresh and it was a very good experience. You even need to leave your shoes in a little locker and go barefoot or with socks. Don't forget your key when you leave, otherwise you won't be able to get your shoes back. Great experience and glad that I could try different kinds of Japanese cuisines today. What did you think? Please share and thank you for watching Yan Food Times.